Are you Joe Biden supporter? Get yours now. Link in the description below.
The coronavirus will shape Donald Trump and Joe Biden's fight for the White House, from their policies and campaigning to logistics. Here's how the pandemic will impact the 2020 presidential election. Though their numbers are small, these protests reflect a divide among Americans on what is an acceptable way to respond to the COVID-19 outbreak. Support of policies to flatten the coronavirus curve is falling into two camps, along familiar and partisan lines. It's fueling fury over traditionally contentious issues like the reach of the federal government.
They want your guns.
This divide is ideal for Trump, who enjoyed success in his 2016 race by presenting himself as an anti-establishment candidate.
These are lies being pushed by the media and the Clinton campaign to try and keep their grip.
Coronavirus is giving him a unique opportunity to stir up the same anti-establishment sentiment, despite being the head of the government. It'll be something the president will need to rely on, as he and Biden won't be able to campaign in the traditional way. There'll be no rallies, the lifeblood of Trump's campaigns, which he heavily relies on to connect to his supporters. However, he has the distinct advantage of presenting himself as a wartime president in his daily coronavirus briefings from the White House. This invaluable airtime puts opponent Joe Biden at a big disadvantage. The Democratic nominee is struggling to get his voice heard. The former vice president also faces a dilemma over whether to attack Trump's handling of the coronavirus
Trump left America exposed and vulnerable to this pandemic,
or risk coming across as insensitively scoring political points. But polling between March and April, when the coronavirus took hold across America, with thousands of deaths and millions unemployed, saw Trump's approval ratings decline. So Biden could sit back and wait for Trump, who has had several volatile press briefings,
with the time that you bought.
to do his work for him.
You know you're a fake. You know that. Your whole network, the way you cover it, is
With
fake.
so much uncertainty around the virus, there's the question of whether the presidential election could be postponed. In the past, general elections have continued in unique circumstances, like the Spanish flu in 1918 and after Hurricane Sandy in 2012. But the decision to postpone the presidential election will fall to Congress. Many states have already delayed their primary votes because of coronavirus, while others have extended the window for postal voting.
Push the election back.
We are going to delay that.
The US government also allocated $400 million to bolster postal and early voting, expand facilities, and hire more poll workers in its $2.2 trillion stimulus
I
bill.
wanted that to be a nice signature.
Wisconsin, the first state to hold in-person elections during the outbreak, may have offered a few clues, but it remains to be seen what impact coronavirus will have on the presidential election.